There's a lot of media and a lot of pressure targeting teenagers to look a certain way, to be a certain weight. Then all of that increases the risk for eating disorders in adolescents. This question comes from Google. Why are eating disorders more common in adolescents? During adolescence, just from a developmental perspective, we're changing a lot. Not just the way we think, but also our body changes a lot. Teenagers in general tend to be very self-conscious. They're very aware and sensitive to what people think about them. All of that makes them much more vulnerable to an eating disorder, where they might think that they need to look a certain way to fit in and to not feel like an outsider. You also have a lot of stressors at that age. You have a lot of homework, a lot of pressure to go to a certain college, to achieve certain things. If we then add that there's a lot of media and a lot of pressure targeting teenagers to look a certain way, to be a certain weight, then all of that increases the risk for eating disorders in adolescents. Our question comes from Reddit. Does anorexia look different for boys? It can. It doesn't always look for boys. There are definitely boys who worry about their weight and who also restrict and have very similar patterns to girls. Something that we see more in boys than in girls is a focus on body mass, muscle. It's not so much that they don't want to be super thin, it's that they want to be able to have a lot of muscle mass. And so they think that if they eat anything that will cover their muscles, anything with fat and so on, then they won't look the way they want. Something that is really important to know is that many times eating disorders in boys are not recognized. And so they're also undertreated. And that is something that we need to be very aware of.